So, this trailer just dropped, and I was expecting it to come out this month. With all the the hype and whatnot, I was expecting this trailer to drop. Honestly, this was something that was like, yeah, I figured this was going to come out, but I didn't know when it was going to come out. And sure enough, lo and behold, this trailer's out, and I'm in awe of what we got. Yes, we finally got the trailer for Monarch Legacy of Monsters. Now, for recap, Monarch Legacy of Monsters is going to be an Apple Plus TV show. I don't know why it's not going to be on Max, but, whatever. This series is going to be a part of the Monsterverse, and essentially follow a character named Shaw, who's played by both Kurt Russell and Wyatt Russell. Wyatt Russell's in the past, that's like his younger self, and Kurt Russell is the present time version of the character. So father and son are playing the same character. I think that's really cool. And basically this is like supposed to follow like the origins of Monarch and follow the other stories that happened within that universe. This is really cool. I'm really excited. I know the trailer dropped earlier today, but I was like, I want to get food first. I want to eat. I can't do a video on an empty stomach. To quote the caterpillar from Bug's Life. I cannot do this on an empty stomach. So yeah, food first, then video. That was kind of my mantra. Anyway, but the trailer itself, it was sent to me by my friend Jason Voorhees 2011. He sent it to me, and I was like, oh, it's premiere. See, I thought it was going to premiere later this month. I thought it was going to be like towards September, so to get hype, to build up more, to generate more hype for this upcoming TV show. We do know it's coming out this November, and like I said before, guys, we have got it really good right now. As kaiju fans, we have it really fucking good, and I don't know why people are upset about that. Like, let's preference about what we have so far in terms of kaiju shows and kaiju material we are getting in this year alone, and in the next 6 months, in the span of 6 months, I should say, we have gotten. Beforehand, I know that it was out of the 6-month time range. We had Skull Island animated show. We just had Gamma Rebirth drop. We just are now getting coming next month. We are getting the start of the Godzilla of the MonsterVerse versus DC Universe comic, Godzilla versus Kong versus Justice League. I feel MonsterVerse versus DC Universe would have been an easier thing to put, but whatever. Anyway, but that's the thing is like that we have that. We have this Monarch coming in November, and in December we have Godzilla -1. And let's not forget, in April, we have Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire. So kaiju fans, we're eating real good. Like, that's what I need to really preference. We have not had this level of kaiju content in decades. Decades. I don't know why some people are mad about that. It's like, oh, kaijus are getting too mainstream. Shut up. Shut the fuck up, really. Kaiju getting too mainstream. You know how hard it is for me to get good kaiju content these days? And you know how many of you out there waited for good kaiju content just to get little droplets of it? And now it's like the floodgates have opened. Kong, Gamera, Godzilla, Ultraman, all of them. They're all getting good shit. And there's some people who just want to take the hipster route and go, oh, it's becoming too mainstream. I like kaiju before it got mainstream. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. I fucking hate you goddamn gatekeepers. If you want to... Ugh. Sorry, I had to get that off my chest, because for some reason I just keep seeing that, and it's like, you're not cool. You're not cool for saying you don't like this, because now you're just being the spoiled brat that is, just mad that he has to share his toys with his cousins. That's what you are. That's what you are to me. So, anyway, had to get that off my chest. I'm sorry. Anyway, where was I again? Oh, right. Giant monsters. So, the show does really take a lot of, it does take place, I guess, in the both before 2014 and in the 5-year gap between Godzilla 2014 and King of the Monsters. The other thing that surprised me is that we actually are going back to Skull Island, too, because we're seeing footage of Bill Randa. and that's John Goodman playing the character again. I didn't even know that John Goodman was going to be back in the show. Yes, the character is dead, but it looks like we're going to be seeing some lost footage of other creatures on Skull Island that Randa recorded, and his assistant, oh god, I forget his name. He was a cool character too. I liked him. It was recovered, and Monarch, I guess, recovered the footage to better study the megafauna on Skull Island. So that's I'm really cool to see more of John Goodman. I mean, I know people are like, he's dead. Why do they keep milking the character? Tell that to every fucking Star Wars show, really. That character's dead. How is he back? Why do they keep milking that character? Because we like that character. And they know they'll get asses in seats on it. Yeah, they're just... MonsterVerse is just doing what Star Wars did. Is it cheap? Yes. Is it gonna work? 9 times out of 10, yes. So, yeah. I think... to see more of Bill Randa, who I feel like they shouldn't have killed off... I will say if we see more Bryan Cranston in, the before era, a younger version of Bryan Cranston's character in that time frame, I like that. As long maybe have Cranston if we're getting closer to the 2014 movie, but I would say maybe a younger version of that character that's trying to figure out more about the Mutos and whatnot. We do get a good chunk of Godzilla too. They actually said, yeah, no, Godzilla is a main focus of this show. We see him breaching the water. It does look like that this is going to talk about the nuclear bombs that they were trying to kill him while using the cover story of testing the nuclear weapons. So it looks like we're going to see that. We even get to see the bomb that has the Godzilla with the cancel mark on it. And it was done by Shaw. Kurt Russell's character, or Wyatt Russell's character, both characters. I lost the name. It's early. I'm tired. Anyway, so what else was I talking about? What else did I want to bring up? It is cool that we're getting more of Skull Island. I think that it's... for a second, one kaiju looked very similar to Camazotz, and I was like, that's not It took me a second viewing to be like, was that Camazotz from Kingdom Kong? From the Kingdom Kong comic? And I had to do a rewatch. I was like, oh, that's not Camazotz. Okay. It does look bat-like, I will say. Some people were saying, maybe that's a version of Gauss, and I was like, no, I don't think Gauss is going to be... I don't think Yammer's going to be here. It is going to be cool. I am hoping we get to see the other MonsterVerse Titans. I'm really hoping we get to see more of them. Not just Behemoth, the ones we saw, Methuselah and Behemoth. I would like to see the ones they've mentioned, Baphomet, Mokele Mbembe. I would love to see the other unknown and unseen Titans that we haven't seen, and see their environments. It is cool. I love Behemoth. I love Methuselah. Skila is also really cool. But I want to see more of this universe. I don't want the whole thing of the MonsterVerse is that it's supposed to be giving us new stuff. That's what I really like about it, is that it's giving us, as much as I love seeing classic monsters, and I am curious if we are going to get other Toho monsters in here. Could we see Rodan again, or would that have to cause some negotiation? Rodan and Mothra again? That would probably have, and maybe see a little of Ghidorah. I don't know if they can do that, or if they would have to do some IP negotiations with Toho again. Obviously, Toho is really ramping up their movies with Godzilla -1, as well as other projects, so there might be some legal jargon that I'm not smart enough to really follow would have to be in play. Yeah, all in all, I'm excited. I'm really excited to see this a Godzilla TV show in live action and have one of my favorite actors in the show, fucking Kurt Russell, man, in a Godzilla show. I was when they announced the casting a while back, I was like, wait, no, that ain't right. Hang on. I was like, Kurt Russell. Wait, what? He's in the gut? What? That's how my brain was at the time. So, all in all, I'm excited. I'm absolutely ecstatic for this show. And I know all of you guys out there are ecstatic for this show, too. I'm sure you guys are equally as excited as I am for this. And again, can we just, like, take a step back and appreciate the amount of kaiju content we're getting in the span of the next 6 months alone? And that's just the next 6 months. We have no idea what's in store next. You know, we have no idea what's in store next, but I'm all here for this ride, guys, and I hope you are too. So you guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think of the Monarch Legacy of Monsters trailer? Did you guys like it, hate it? Comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.